What up, Pete?
What it do? What up, y'all? We have a whole nother podcast studio again.
I know, right? Like, where are we?
You keep getting treated to these new studios.
I know.
We're trying new spaces out for y'all.
All right,
You ready?
Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Ooh, that smacked was good in here.
That was a good smack,
Almost like when I smacked the booty.
I don't even know if you could have heard.
Almost like when I smacked the booty.
So silly. I don't know if you even heard that because we don't have no microphone.
No microphones, yeah. We ain't
So we may sound different because we are not in our podcast studio, you guys. We are not even at home in our state or anything like that.
And we're also not going to turn the heat off, so the air is loud because we're in Texas right now, and it's really cold here, just like it's cold in most of the country right now. At home, it's like -8.
Definitely not missing that.
Here, it's like 18 degrees, which is really cold for Texas.
Yeah, it's 28 now.
It's 28. So
degrees.
so it's warming up, warmed up quick, which is great. So thankfully, it seems like at least our family that's here, they didn't have too many issues with their freezing stuff. So that's awesome.
All right. Welcome to the Let's Make Out podcast, where we make out all things what?
Love, life, and laughter, y'all.
That is right. I'm your host, Gabrielle, joined by my handsome husband and co-host,
Chad.
You guys, we've made it to the end of 2022. Wow. Can you believe that? I just feel like this year went really, fast. I feel like, I feel like we've been saying this for years. Like, the years go quick, but it's like they start going quicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't it weird?
Well, I think, the truth is saying, like time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're,
fun would not be an adjective that I use to describe this year. I will say that.
Well, outside
at all.
and not fun, but what I mean is like time flies when you're spending time with the people that you love, you care about.
Yeah.
So for us, it's like we get to see each other. Like, for me, it's like that. That's what I mean by that. Not like that. Like, the activities necessarily were fun. Now, some of them, we did have some good times.
We did have some good times this year, yes. But overall, this
was not
be on the fun list of years for me. I don't think.
But we end the year strong, though.
We are. We definitely are ending the year strong. But you got the music. We didn't cue the music.
I do have music. Why you trying to get me?
So, are you guys ready for Christmas? As we're filming this, today's the 23rd, this will probably go live on Christmas Eve. Yeah. So, Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Are you ready? At this point, if the gift ain't bought, it ain't getting bought. If it, I'm saying, hey, better luck next year. So, hopefully you're having a good day, relaxing and spending time with the family. I don't like to do nothing on Christmas Eve typically except wrap the last bit of gifts that we have and just chill. But I was telling Babe earlier today, I just need a Christmas do-over. I literally don't feel in the holiday spirit, and I'm pretty sure that the surgery has a lot to do with it, because I don't know. I don't feel like I've watched enough Christmas movies. I haven't barely been listening to Christmas music. And y'all, Christmas is my favorite time of year. But it just doesn't feel like Christmas.
It's a huge, this is a huge shift from what we normally would do.
Yeah.
Obviously, even without the surgery, we don't travel on Christmas.
That's true. And I don't think I will ever do this again. I don't like not being at home for Christmas because it's just different. You know what I'm saying? And if you are new to the podcast, or if you know what I'm saying, you have absolutely no idea what we're talking about. So I had a mommy makeover 2 weeks ago as of today. I am 13 days post-op, I guess.
Yeah,
you would say 13 days post-op.
Wild.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy.
And I did it out of state. So we are in Houston, Texas.
H-Town?
H-Town, and we've been here since the day before my surgery, and we'll be here until like the 30th. So we'll be here for a total of 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And it just is not the same.
It's not the same.
And this is not necessarily an Airbnb that I would ever come back to, or that I would prefer to. You know, like when you stay in Airbnbs, I feel like we typically do a really good job of finding a place that is comparable to our house or even better.
Yeah.
And I feel like this place had some cool perks, but they don't outweigh the things that bother us. Like the Wi-Fi is spotty. It's very dark in here. It's not a lot of natural light. It's just a lot of clutter. Like, it's got fun stuff for the kids. They have like PlayStation and pool table and recliners, which is something I needed. So there were reasons that we booked this, but on a regular like trip, we would have never stayed in a place like this.
I mean, and it's done its job. It'll do its job.
Yeah.
But definitely was not. It's not going to be like, you know what, this was like the best Airbnb we could have had.
I can't wait to
this
go
just
home
happened to be one that, you know,
get in my bed, sit on my couch.
Yeah, exactly. It's not home. I mean,
it's not home. Yeah. So this is probably why I'm not in the Christmas spirit.
Exactly.
Because I'm recovering, which has been rough. We'll talk about that in a minute. And we're just in a different place.
Exactly. And then, you know, and that's affected our mood. So
it has.
There's a couple ways that we work on that.
Like
New Mood, our first sponsor. Segue of the year.
Shout out to New Mood because they have held us down this year.
They have. And I think they're going to hold us down next year too. So
I'm all for it.
Be a regular sponsor next year. So we're excited to continue to work with them. But, you know, and I'll be completely transparent and honest. I've not been able to do New Mood on a regular basis and explore it as much as I would like, but I still plan to.
Yeah.
But that doesn't take away from, you know, obviously Gabrielle's experience, but then also the, you know, ton of people that have had really good, you know, experiences with New. But basically, New Mood, you know, mental health. We've talked about it many times. We've talked about even, you know, we'll talk about this a little bit in this podcast about Gabrielle's mental health throughout this recovery process. It's just something that, like, we need to pay more attention to. We need to work on more. We need to have better tools to be able to help, and that's where New Mood kind of comes in to help us do that. You know, and they really want to help guide you to mental wellness, give you the tools that you need to tackle stress, that you'll feel empowered to take on whatever that life throws at you or, you know, hit you with, because life is always throwing something.
It's always going to hit you with the 1, 2.
A 1, 2, and sometimes that left, that 3, and that 4. But, you know, so basically, you know, with New Moon, you'll take the journey to mental wellness one step at a time. Their guided approach teaches you the power of shifting your mindset in just a few minutes a day. They have a team of dedicated coaches that will be like a support system, you know, helping you along the journey. So you're not just looking at an app and just, you know, winging it from there. You have people that you can, you know, you can connect with and get help from. With New Mood, I mean, I know Gabrielle, again, I can't speak to me personally, but with like Gabrielle, like, just what's like a couple things that like it's been really important for you as you've used it, like have really been like, I guess, eye-opening for you or helped you?
Well, I think that the way that I really love the structure of it because it takes you through this journey, and week by week you learn a new tool that can help you like manage your stress. And some of them were familiar to me and some of them were unfamiliar to me. So I think that was the greatest thing. It wasn't like I was going through it like, I know all this stuff already. Like, I was really learning how to manage stress in different ways that I had never really thought of. So I think that that's the best thing is like you get a whole week to spend on the one method, and then at the end of the week, that tool, you decide whether you want to put it in your toolbox or if it's not going to work for you. So like you get the time to really sit with it and practice it and, you know, kind of get in there before you can decide, like, you know what? If it's helpful or not. So, I can't speak highly enough of, does that make sense? Yeah.
I can't speak
highly enough of New Mood. Like, it has really been an awesome resource for me this year, and I just highly recommend it. If you have not tried it yet, y'all need to try it. Exactly. Especially, I feel like going into the new year is a time where a lot of people are looking to start new habits and start new things. So this could be a great way to kick off your 2023. So definitely take advantage of the code that we have. It's worth it.
So we want you to check it out. Just basically, their motto is that you are stronger than your stress. It doesn't get to control you. So this is where Noom can help equip you for just life and just handling the stress that will come healthy. Healthy, like in a healthy manner, to not be bogged down and not be negatively affected by it, and still be able to go through your day and win each day, even when you're dealing with stress. So we want you to check it out. Worry less, feel happier. Sign up for your trial at Noom.com/LMO. That's Noom, NOOM.com/LMO. So check them out.
Yes, so let's talk about this mood, y'all. And the first week of recovery, it wasn't that bad, but it was bad.
It wasn't that bad. Well,
in hindsight, it wasn't really that bad. But while I was going through it, I had a couple of rough days where I was just frustrated. I was regretting my decision, just trying to figure what did I put myself through. It's one thing to go from just being super active and on the go all the time to literally having the activity not even cut in half, just taken away. You know what I'm saying? Literally not being able to do anything. So I had the tummy tuck with the muscle repair. So I had a 2-inch gap where my diastasis recti, it was 2 inches. So they sewed my, ab muscles back together on top of the tummy tuck. So I was just so tight and uncomfortable. I had the breast lift, so I couldn't push and pull. I could literally I couldn't raise my arms. I had to rely on my leg strength. People who do this and don't have good leg strength, I couldn't even imagine, because everything I had to use my quads for everything, to get up, to sit down, to scoot back, to literally everything.
Get out the car when she had to.
Sit down, use the bathroom, just every single thing. It's you forget how much of your core you use with everything you do until it's compromised. And women who have had C-sections, you know what I'm talking about, because you know that feeling, cough, using the bathroom, sneezing, laughing, it hurts. So, and it was magnified. I've had 2 C-sections, and this was way worse.
Yeah, and especially when I noticed when she was in the most, she was uncomfortable the whole time, but when I noticed she was in the most pain was when she had this little, congestion from, allergies, and so she would cough.
Oh, God.
Thank goodness it wasn't bad.
Woo!
Because she did these little tiny coughs. Sometimes my lady and she would be she would be in pain. So that was really the only time that I noticed that she was in pain versus being uncomfortable.
Right, because even being on pain meds, they don't help that. You know what I'm saying? I never suffered from pain because the pain meds they gave me, I kept on.
And we kept on them for the first week.
I'd say week and a half. I stopped taking them. I think last week or
so that way she could just
week.
sleep.
So it was very helpful.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, ladies, if you ever thinking about getting tummy tuck,
get your yummy yucked,
breast lift, mommy makeover, woo, you have to prepare for it mentally, because I think that I didn't really know how to prepare for it mentally, and it could be a thing where you don't know until you know. But it's I wasn't prepared for the mood shift and the regret feelings and just all the emotions. You know what I'm saying? So
I actually wasn't surprised.
You weren't surprised?
No, because Gabrielle.
Well, I'm already moody.
No. See, you said that. But I'll co-sign. No, Gabrielle is. She can be moody. But that's not even the reason I knew that she would have these swings. she's body conscious, right? She's someone who weighs herself. She's someone who looks in the mirror. She's someone who works out a lot, eats well. She has all of these things that she does to try to make herself as fit as possible. And ultimately, you know, she decided to go through the body makeover because there was just things, extra skin, things like that you just can't get rid of sometimes. But she's seeing her body. She just had this surgery that she paid a lot of money for. She's thinking about the end result.
Yeah.
You don't. So think about it. When you do something, you know, you say you sign up for college, you're ready to start college, 4-year degree. You don't think about the 4 years of hard work. You think about, I can't wait to cross that stage, get my diploma. So you're mentally like looking forward almost of this. You know, I'm gonna look snatched in this bikini.
Right.
I'm gonna have, you know, like I'm gonna look great.
I'm gonna get off the table and I'm gonna be flat and it's just gonna be perfect.
But you then all of a sudden reality hits you and you're swollen. You can't stand straight up. You're in pain. You can't walk very fast. Like your
incision looks crazy.
Incision doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So that I knew that this would be a struggle for her because you know it's to see yourself like that is
it's a very different experience. Yeah, especially if you are one who is body conscious and looks at these things all the time. Like I never really thought that the scar would bother me. I think what bothered me the most was the swelling because
it was the swelling.
I feel like I did a lot of research and I watched a lot of women and I don't think I saw enough women who were swollen and swelled up. Like I was so swollen. And I just don't think people share that. So I made it a point to share it so that women who were going to go through this would know the real deal. I'm like, no, I have days where I'm crying. I have days where I am swollen, like look like I got love handles. Like, did I even have the surgery? I got this big, ugly incision, and I'm still looking like I looked before almost. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I tried to do a really good job of sharing that. Because I didn't see enough of that. It's like people show you these before and afters and you don't think about the time in between. Or even like my surgeon. Like my surgeon is
phenomenal.
Man, hands down the best decision that I made with the surgeon. But if I think about it now, when I go back and look at his Instagram, all I see is right before and right after it's done, when women are still on the table. And when he shows his patients after the fact, they're like usually like 8 months to a year post. Like, so you don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't even think about that because it's like, oh, he's showing his patients. He's showing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, but it makes sense now because he ain't showing that swelling part of things. You know what I'm saying?
Because you think like, you know,
you don't want to scare people away. You want people to be prepared.
Nobody wants to see those things in today's world, right? Everybody wants instant gratification. Jinx, Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that. So when you show the hardships, that's not what people want to see. Like you know, like or people do want to see. People want to see drama. But when it comes to that type of stuff, they just want to see the end game, like you know, like what it's going to look like at the end, not you know,
not the in between,
the part where you're going to be healing and struggling and dealing with, you know, the swelling, things of that sort. But I'll tell you what, man, like seeing her from there to now,
man,
like she's gotten through those that tough.
I think that initial shock,
the swelling is starting to go down. She's a research queen, so she found out about, you know, lymphatic, you know, massages. She's had like 27 of them in like 6 days.
Whatever. I've only had 4 or 5.
Yeah, she's had 5. But she's got more scheduled, and they've been helping like crazy. She has like, you know, really smart people that deal with plastic surgery, you know, at the massage place, so they know how to treat that swelling. It's done
wonders. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. And I'm gonna say, also, ladies, if you're thinking about getting it done, you need to have lymphatic massages lined up. This is something that my surgeon did not talk about. Like, I asked, and they said it wasn't really necessary, didn't really recommend it, the research, yada, yada, yada.
Wasn't against it?
He wasn't against it, but he was like, oh, there's not enough research to show that it's worth it. Please, you need it. You absolutely need it. And I'm so grateful that I found, like literally I was Googling because I just needed relief. And I wholeheartedly believe God sent me to the person that I found, because she has it's like night and day. I can say today that I no longer regret it. Yeah. This was 100% worth it. And the way that I look now, it's only going to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am at the very, very initial stages of recovery. So
she still has plenty of swelling.
Yeah.
That has to go away. Mm-hmm. When it does go away, man, Gabrielle has defined ab muscles already because she works her core. So she's going to have like some muscles popping out there. She's going to have the curves, like the things that she, had there anyways.
Yeah, that was kind of hidden.
That was just kind of hidden. So it's really, I'm really excited for her. Yeah. I'm like, by the time we're like, I was like, man, wait till we take our anniversary trip.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, like
I can't wait. I feel like I'll be in such a better position, you know? Like,
yeah. So it's really cool that I'm happy that she did this for herself, because, she went back and forth with, for a long time, and so I'm just so happy that she pulled the trigger. Yeah. And that here we are 2 weeks later, which is wild.
It's crazy, right? Already.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's a little update on the surgery and how I'm feeling. Let's see. Let's jump into our second sponsor real quick. Okay. This is going to be a short podcast because we just trying to come to you, and then we trying to, get out the house today and enjoy. Yeah, do a little bit. Yeah, so we talked about them. Vegamore is the sponsor we talked about a couple times. So let me make sure that you remember the if you can hear that. It's the refrigerator. It has like a whole song.
Yeah, and guess who's in the refrigerator? Reagan's over there in the refrigerator. So basically, from curling and straightening to hairspray to over bleaching, there's a lot of things that people do to their hair that doesn't necessarily, do great to take care of it, versus damaging it. So that's where Vegamore comes in to try to help you, just to have, longer and thicker hair for years and years, especially if you have damaged it before. Vegamore has transferred so many people's hair. They have a holistic approach to hair health that uses smart botanicals that promote visibly thicker, fuller, and longer-looking hair. So with Vegamore, you can get healthy, beautiful, and looking hair without the use of harmful chemicals. All their products are cruelty-free and never contain parabens or hormones. They have something for everyone looking to improve their hair health. The GRO Revitalizing Shampoo and Conditioner Kit works together to create visibly thicker hair and improve hair from the roots. So that's pretty awesome. So we've not actually been able to use any of the products yet. We do have like a kit they sent us. So we started traveling after we got the kit, so we just didn't get the chance to use it. But I'm excited to try it because I always have like dry hair and stuff like that. So I'm like, I wonder if scalp is just really dry. So I'm like, maybe it's. So I'm like always, excited to try something new. But basically with Vegamore, there's no risk when trying because they have a 90-day money-back guarantee. But with 91% of the customers saying they saw visibly thicker hair with Vegamore in just 3 months, you won't want to run out. And you should, so they're betting on you being happy with your results. I know I pounded the table. I'm sorry, I pounded the table. She hates when I do that. But basically, we want you to check out Vegamore. Don't let damage of the past hold your hair back. See your hair's full potential with Vegamore. Go to vegamore.com/LMO and use code LMO to save 20% on your first order. So that's Vegamore, VEGAMOUR.com/LMO. Use the code LMO to save 20% at vegamore.com/LMO. LMO.
LMOP.
LMNOP. QRS. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on with the recovery, and I've just been, full-time live-in caregiver.
Yeah, he's been great. He's done an amazing job.
Thank you.
Of taking care of me. Thank you.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. It was good to so thankful so thankful that I was here. That I was able to be here. Mm-hmm. That the circumstances allowed us to be able to travel together, to be able to do this, like so that I could, just take care of her because she was did not need to be taking care of herself, and I don't feel I don't feel happy for anyone that has to deal with any kind of surgery like this by themselves without a support system.
You have to have that support system. Like,
I would say that if you ever have a surgery, make sure that you have a good support system in place. Like, you cannot do it on your own,
especially if you have young kids. Like, man,
true. Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
So, I'm trying to think. Really, it's just been really just that. We've got a little bit of family here, so we're excited. We get to go to Christmas at their house.
Yeah, that's nice. They invited us over for dinner.
Yeah, so we're gonna go over there and have a Christmas dinner over there. Mm-hmm. Chad's been out. I mean, Chad's like he went and played basketball. Mm-hmm. He's like went and hung out.
Yeah, because they have a 9-year-old son.
Yeah.
So Chad Jr. has had like some fun while he's been here, which is important. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah. This was one of the worries that I had when just knowing that this was happening. Like, it's winter break.
Yeah.
Who wants to take the kids away from home? But I think he's been having a good time. So.
You been having a good time, Chad?
He's been having a good time. He's sitting across from us. You been having a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So, yeah, man. So let's see. It's the end of the year, and I feel like. I also feel like I'm behind on my reflection. Like I've never been a person that has been really like routine when it comes to like New Year's resolutions and all of that stuff. But I do feel like I'm just in this because my mind is so preoccupied with just like healing and getting better and recovering. Like I don't even feel like I have had a chance to even process what this year was and lessons from this year, and
that's a big process.
Things that I want to do different next year. I mean, like this year was, you guys know, like you've been watching, like this year was a lot. It was an emotionally taxing year,
and even a time taxing year.
Like very just unlike anything that I have ever experienced before. So, yeah, I don't think that I have fully processed 2022 yet, I don't think that I have.
No, it's definitely. I tell you what, I think that's going to take some time because it's so much.
Yeah, so much.
But I'm excited. I'm excited. Obviously, that her mom is pretty much she's at the finish line of treatment. Mm-hmm. She's still got a surgery to do. Reconstruction. But the cancer's gone. Like she is healed, and thank God for that. So now it's like I'm super excited about selfishly kind of having my wife back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like because we made a conscious decision to we'll go full on supporting mama, which also means that comes with Gracie as well, right? So we really kind of took on two people and doing and she took the brunt of that. I'm taking no blunts now, sweetie.
I didn't do that.
Could have used a couple probably, but she took the brunt of that. But I mean, we had live-in Mama and Gracie, for almost every week. Quite some time.
So it's very different for us.
It was. So the year was just a really different year for us, and we just pray that, we thank God that we got through it. She got through it.
Yeah.
And that,
and then, we were able
to do that,
to even support her the way that we were. That's probably one of the biggest blessings. Like, I can't take that for granted. Like, the lifestyle that the Lord has blessed us with, and like the ability to still get the work done, but be there wholeheartedly, completely for mom, like for everything that she needed. Like, it's a blessing. I can't even imagine what it would have looked like had we had traditional like 9-to-5 jobs.
Yeah, where we had to go into the office.
Yeah,
be at the computer all day.
And it wasn't, it wasn't always easy. We didn't always do it with a smile on our face. Sometimes we were frustrated. Sometimes we were annoyed. Like it was just a process, and I think that it's typical to go through all of the emotions
100%.
when you're walking through somebody. Like, neither one of us had walked with anyone through cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So just to see what all that entails, and I'm so grateful that I've had this surgery, because she's going to be going through this next year when she has her reconstructive. So I think it'll be very helpful that I kind of know what recovery is going to look like and what to expect. Like, she's going to need around the clock help for that first couple of weeks. Like, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So I think I have a better understanding going into that, so that we can support her the best way possible.
Absolutely.
There too.
I mean, it's just like one of those things where it's like we did the best we could in supporting her through this process. That really took us all by surprise. It wasn't something we were, but you look back on it and it's like, man, we got through that, she got through that. And she relatively did really well with the treatment.
She did. Like, that wasn't nothing but God, because, even like her oncologist, I remember him telling us, like, you're doing so good.
I thought she was just going to be more
some people
bad, and I am so thankful she wasn't.
Some people end up in the hospital after their chemo treatments, or you know what I'm saying, like, because it just wears them down so bad. And thank God she never dealt with any of that. So it was just he had his hand all over it. It was nothing but God that brought us all through. But we are definitely looking forward to 2023.
That's right.
Just a fresh
start. We're going to achieve some new goals that we want to achieve, and just really try to, maximize our potential, the potential that God has given us in other areas outside of. But let's talk about what has happened to our YouTube channel. So Gabrielle was talking about she's tried to document her stuff from the surgery. So you can check out her channel, The Gabe Fix.
Oh yeah, I did post a different video. If you watch the vlogs, like on Gabe TV, I tried to capture different content for The Gabe Fix, and I kind of took people through the day before surgery, surgery day, and that first week of recovery. So I just uploaded that today. So definitely check that out. You can see just kind of the ups and downs that I kind of talked about, like seeing it and me actually like talking it and processing on camera, all of that stuff. So
exactly. But no, like I tell you what, y'all, we were kind of stuck at the 340-ish on Gabe TV subscriber wise for the longest.
For years.
I mean, just kind of stopped there. But you know what? We were like, you know what?
We had kind of like, you know what? It's fine.
It's fine. God's blessing us, and we're thankful for that 340.
Yeah.
And we just hit, like, a few minutes ago, we just hit 402,000.
That's crazy.
And it's just cool. It's, again, the numbers, the numbers don't, they don't change anything for us. But it's still really cool to see growth, because we work hard, and I think that when you work hard at something, you want to see growth from it, or you want to see something. Yeah. So it's really cool to see that growth, and it's really just kind of, surprised us. And
it literally kind of just came, so this year, knowing that this year was going to look different than any other years. I didn't know exactly what that meant, but I was just like, man, I just don't have the mental capacity to show up like I normally do on my socials. And I really believe that God
gave her this idea
on my heart to explore the dances that we've been doing, like every
Exploit
Friday.
my dancing abilities, because I'm fantastic.
Every Friday for the past 50 weeks. We have uploaded a dance reel on Instagram, and it literally started as just one piece of content that I knew I could put up on Instagram without having to really think about. Like, I knew it was super trendy. I was like, this will be my saving grace, because I really don't have the creative space. I don't have the mental space. And I really think that God put that on my heart, because, like, that's not really something that we've ever done before. Like, we've always danced around the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but
we are a dancing couple, but like choreographing dances, we didn't choreograph them, but learning these choreographed dances and really like, you know, and it also became kind of like something fun for us. Like, I would look forward to it on Fridays. Like,
a regular part of our schedule.
Yeah, it was like, you know, our little time to kind of spend some time together.
Whenever we mastered this dance, we were like, we were excited that we were able to master this dance because it's not our thing.
Right.
She can dance pretty naturally. You know, I can't. It's not my thing. But I've impressed myself over the year. Yeah. This year of dancing, I'm like, wow, I've really gotten some pretty tough ones.
Like, he's gotten some really good ones. He's like, baby's doing really good, and like it was very well received, and people enjoyed it, and people it was still able to like help us stick with our mission of, you know, inspiring and encouraging and putting smiles on people's faces, bringing that love, life, and laughter, because, you know, that's our mission in everything that we do. So, stick with me here. I'm going somewhere with something. So then, of course, the introduction of shorts on YouTube. I'm like, okay, well, we need to take advantage of these videos we put up, these reels, you know, because we've already been posting them on TikTok, so it's like, why don't we start posting them on shorts? Because we didn't really have like a strategy for shorts. I'm like, I really thought this short form content,
and we know the shorts are going to be big next year.
Yeah, so, you know, we started to just kind of upload those, and we had one that literally just took off. Like, it's at 10 million views.
Like, within the last 3 months.
Within the last 3 months.
It was like September.
Brought us those 60,000 subscribers that bring us over the 400,000 mark, and it's just like, it's crazy because we've been on YouTube a really long time, like literally since I've been on there since 2010, but us together since 2011. So 11 years, 12 years of being on YouTube. We ain't never had no viral video. And it's funny, it took us dancing to get this, but like, I don't know, I just feel like everything in God's timing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why, but it felt good because this is our business. This is, you know, kind of what we do. So it felt good. Even though it's not like, oh my goodness, you know, like we doing the thing now. I mean, like, we've been doing the thing. Like, God has been taking care of us either way. But it does, like, because it is such a big thing, like, to grow continuously on a platform that you've been on over a decade, like, to have that growth was like, oh man, that feels good.
It does. It feels good. Yeah, it's like good. We're not, you know, but it just feels good. It's just really exciting to see that growth. And it was kind of a family moment. You know, we all were kind of like waiting for getting that countdown, and we just kept that countdown. That moment was for us. You know, it was like just a special moment for us to hit that around that mark. And so that was really cool. And just I just feel really encouraged about this next year.
Me too.
I feel encouraged about what we what we got on our minds, you know, what we want to achieve, where we think, you know, God is opening up some doors for us, and we're just going to go in this next year and just try to be the best people that we can be, you know, and as parents, you know, best husband, best wife. Kind of get back to some sense of normalcy the best we can, and, you know, let it even look a little different than what it's always looked like before, just like refining it and tweaking it. And I think that's all you can do every year. Like, I've never been a person to just spit off all the things and like overwhelm myself with goals, but it is a good time to just tweak what's working and what's not working, and you know, really sit with that and think about it and plan your vision for the next year. So if you haven't done that yet, I encourage you to do that at some point, and it don't have to happen before the 1st. Like, literally, folks be like, January 1, I'm doing this, and this, and it can sometimes make you feel like you behind the curve if you're not there yet. But like, take as much time you need. If you start February 1st, it don't matter.
Take the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter when
you start February
15th.
It doesn't matter.
Just sitting down and thinking about what you want for your life, for your job, for your relationships, for your
yourself,
spirituality, for yourself. Like, just looking at all those areas and just reassessing and making changes and improving. Like, that's what life is about. Like, you never reach the I mean, you do reach some goals, but like it's always a way that you can level up.
Yeah.
I
think and that's what we want to do. I mean, both individually and together.
Yeah.
We want to continually level up. You know, and that doesn't mean. And I think that as you go through life, you know, those levels will look different. Right? You can say, you know what, I got my next 5 levels. But by the time you get to level 2, level 3 might look different now because you've changed. You're different.
Yeah.
So just being kind to yourself, forgiving yourself. But yeah, so it's we're excited about 23. Hope you are as well. Thank you so much for like just rocking with us.
Yeah, thanks for the support, man.
Yeah, this year we've been kind of spotty all over the place with the podcast. But you know,
we appreciate y'all.
We appreciate y'all because it's been a year.
Yeah, it has.
And so a way that, you know, we can help you is by giving you this last great sponsor. Okay? Had nothing to do with a tough year, but hey, it might help you. Okay? So we want to tell you about Apostrophe. This is the last sponsor of 2022.
Yeah. So
shout out to them. They've been rocking with us as well. Excuse me. So basically, you know, holidays are here. We know that holidays are going to be over here very soon. So basically, you know, Apostrophe, they have a goal, and the biggest goal that they have is to help you feel confident in your own skin. So whether you're dealing with breakouts, signs of aging, or acne scarring, Apostrophe will help you love the skin that you're in. You know, this does kind of go along with what we were just talking about going into your next year. You know, if there's things that are bothering you about your skin, then Apostrophe could be a good option for you.
Yeah.
So Apostrophe is an online platform that connects you with an expert dermatology team to get customized acne treatment for your unique skin. So through Apostrophe, you can get access to oral and topical medications that use clinically proven ingredients to help clear acne. You simply fill out an online consultation about your skin goals and medical history. And then you snap like a few pictures, and then a board-certified dermatologist will create your initial customized treatment plan. They offer, you know, access to prescription treatments for all types of acne, from hormonal acne to facial acne, even back, chest, and butt knee. So basically, you can treat breakouts from your head to your toe. So pretty much, you know, we have not used the product yet. You know, we don't really have any, you know, issues that we need to use it for.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see how this is. I used to have, you know, acne issues, so this would have been great for when I did. But, you know, maybe some of you know someone or you need it. So we would love for you to check it out. And we have a special deal for you guys. You can get your first visit for only $5 at apostrophe.com/LMO when you use our code LMO. That's a savings of $15. This code is only available to, you know, for y'all, for the peeps, the Let's Make Out peeps. So to get started, just go to apostrophe.com/LMO and click the Get Started. Then use our code LMO at sign up, and you'll get your first visit for only $5. So again, thanks Apostrophe for sponsoring, you know, this podcast, and for you know, we'd love for you guys to check it out. Let us know if you have.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much all we got.
That's it, y'all. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it for 2022.
It's a wrap.
From the Let's Make Out podcast.
We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back in February of 2023.
That's right.
With some topics and some structure,
maybe even some guests.
Maybe even some guests. Like who would y'all like to see on the podcast? Let us know. Who are some people you would like to see on the podcast? Because I think it is time to have like more guests. Like we've done a lot with just us. So it would be nice to, you know, introduce some new faces or familiar faces on the podcast. So yeah, we're always taking suggestions. New year might come with some new issues. So don't forget to send in them Ask Gabe and Babe.
I'm saying.
Voice record if you want, or you can just email us. Let's Make Out Podcast.
If any of y'all want a face record
at gmail.com.
We'll put you on the podcast, okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, send those in. We'd love to continue helping you guys, like, sort through. Sometimes it's just good to have a different opinion on your issues. And it's not like we know best or anything like that. But
just our opinion.
It's just nice to get somebody else's opinion on anything. Like relationships, family, job, friendships, whatever. So, yeah, keep that going, and we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes, we're excited. We're excited for y'all. We're excited for just this new year, and we just hope that you have a wonderful holiday season, like just Christmas, New Year's, and we're excited.
Yeah. Kwanzaa, all that. Hanukkah,
all that stuff. I mean, there's
whatever you celebrate.
Whatever
and
you
if
celebrate.
You don't celebrate, just
have a great day.
Have a great one. Okay.
A great day. Okay.
All right, y'all. It's a wrap. It's been real. We love you, and we'll see you next year.
That's right.
Bye.
Peace.